everyone, it's Tanya Games here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back for another weekly Discord Dreamsnap review video. This time it's for the Villagers on Parade challenge. Now I'm so excited to get into this because voting for me has been... It's not been fun. It's not been fun. It has been a struggle to find some really good snaps. I have found a few. I found Doodle's snap, which was very cool to find. But I haven't even got up to 10. My plan is if I can make it to 10, then I will do a video on like top 10 dream snaps of the week because it has been rough going. I think because of the star path, a lot of people have just been submitting randomly for dream snaps, so there's been a lot of off-theme snaps this week. At least that's what I'm finding. So yes, let's get into Discord. Let's take a look at what you've all done, because I know the snaps over there are absolutely fantastic, so I can't wait to take a look at them with you. So yeah, let's jump right over. Okay, so we're going to start off here with a snap from Marth, and this is lovely. I really like this. I definitely get those parade celebration vibes. Brilliant work with all the different balloons and the colours that you've integrated here. I love how you've used the figment topiaries as well. I think they really add to the scene. They kind of give almost like a float kind of vibe, which I think is really fun. I love how bright and vibrant this photo is. It's so full of colour, full of life and energy. It definitely feels like a celebration that I would want to be a part of. And then we have one here from Mamba Jules, and I love how you've created this parade float. I love how you use the peacock topiary item, and then you've also used this archway, which was actually from like the Christmas star path, but it just frames it so beautifully. The stars really give off that celebration vibe, which I think is really fun. I kind of wish I'd thought to use something like this because it works so well. It's got so much sort of sparkle and shine to it. It's, you know, really bright, vibrant lights, which is really cool. And I really like how you've got the villagers involved too. You know, we've got Anna, Kristoff, we've got Mirabelle, we've got Donald. I think that's Rapunzel there. We have Belle, we have Eric, we have Tiana, we've got Mike. So a lot of different characters around joining you on this parade, which I think is really fun. And next up we have a submission here from Pupster, and I really like this. Obviously I like that you've included Jasmine and Aladdin. I feel like with the whole sort of update and everything like that, it's really fun to see snaps that include them. It kind of feels very welcoming to our new villagers in the valley, which is very fun. Great use of the confetti here. Love that we've got a little Mickey cloud. I really like how you've kind of themed this with all the diamonds and gems, the riches. The giant sort of golden camel statues are a brilliant addition too. I like how Jasmine and Aladdin are joining you on this parade as you fly towards the camera on magic carpet. I think it's really fun. I did also see about your comment about the tags, and I do agree. I think it's about time that Gameloft listened to us in that regard, in terms of more stereotypical male clothing. Like I said, it's hard to explain because technically I do still stand by that clothing isn't gendered, but there are people who, you know, stick to certain clothing, and that's totally fine. That's totally acceptable. How you choose to dress yourself and what you find comfort in is totally up to you as an individual. So I get it. I think we definitely could use some more clothing pieces that might be sort of deemed as more masculine kind of thing. So yeah, it is a bit of a shame. I hope eventually Gameloft listen and pay attention. And then we have this submission here from Steph Scarf. I really like this. I love all the balloons that are sort of surrounding. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. I also love how you've done this kind of like border So what you've got is the golden photo prop items, but you've also got this archway, which again, from that Christmas banner, I really like how people are using those Christmas decor items in such a versatile way. And it really works. Like, it doesn't feel overly Christmas themed, it just feels quite celebratory and things like that. Like, you've even done it in the background with the smaller arches, which I just think is fantastic to see. I love the peacocks here. I think they add such a lovely pop of colour, which works well with obviously the very colourful balloons in the background. Love how you've got effectively this kind of like street walkway. The fact that you've lined it with like loads of candy and flower petals and stuff like that, it really makes it feel like there's been like a celebration going on. It really feels like there's been a lot of activity and confetti and, you know, things like that going off. And I like how you've included Jasmine and Aladdin as well. And then we have a submission from Dutch Girl here. This is for your second account, and I really, really love this. I just wow. Where do I begin? Okay, firstly, these pixel things, I forget what they're called. Cooking flames, is that what they're called? How you've used these and it's just created this fun like effect on the image is so cool. And the way the colors almost like match with the colors of this snap is just incredible. Like all these kind of greeny yellow tones which you get in like the peacock here. Obviously your own character's outfit matches so wonderfully. There's just so much vibrancy and colour in this, despite the fact that you have used a filter here. I do see that you've used the filter, um, which that filter, it does, basically it pulls the background into focus, but it adds like a, I don't know how to describe it. It almost like dulls down the colours a bit. It kind of adds like a glaze over them, if that makes sense, but it still looks so vibrant and colourful. Like I can tell, because I can tell the green t-shirt slightly off colour, but this is amazing. I love it. It's so vibrant and colourful, and I just love this peacock theming. I think that's so fun. And then we have another submission from Dutch Girl. This time is for the main account, and this is a winning snap if I have ever seen it. Look how focused and clear everything is. Look at the colour. The colour on the side from the confetti cannons. I cannot. It's absolutely incredible. All the camels behind you and then the balloons. It definitely feels like you're leading a parade, which I just think is absolutely fantastic. And I love how your character looks. I really do. And I love this with all the like the feather plants. I've never thought of using them in this way before. I do love to use these plants as like added foliage. Like I'll often put them inside like the beach grass or things like that to kind of make it feel like it's natural foliage. But this just looks so cool. I'm just so impressed. This is a winning snap if I've ever seen one. I mean, I genuinely, yeah, think so. And next up, we have this submission from Rainbow here. I am really sorry to hear that you've been unwell. I must admit, for someone who's unwell, this is a fantastic snap. It's so amazing to see the level of detail that's gone into this when you're not feeling well. Like, I don't think my snaps would be this good if I was unwell, and it just shows your talent, really. I love this lining with the you're on the magic carpet, but then there's like a lining of rugs, which I think is very fun. Love the addition of the confetti. I think it adds a lot of colour and vibrancy. I love all the balloons and things like that. It definitely feels like there's a massive celebration going on in the valley. And I really like how you've included some villagers as well. You know, we've got Tiana, we've got Merida. I do see Wally behind you there as well. So that is very lovely to see. I love the backdrop, the way you've combined the park entryways, and the castle just looks really nice. It looks very grand, and yeah, I think this is very, very fun. And next up, we have a submission from Cradle here. I really, really like this too. Again, this kind of Aladdin and Jasmine themed submission. I think it's very, very fun. I love how we've got all the, oh my gosh, I zoomed in. We've got all the like camels here in the background. I was trying to point towards them. I forgot that Discord has a zooming feature now. But yeah, all the camels there. You can tell this is kind of like leading the parade. The way you've decorated with all these items like it's a natural marketplace. The little coconut LeFou there. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this is so fun. I really, really like this submission. And now we have a submission from Cami here, and this is really interesting. It's a indoor parade effectively, but it does look like it's outdoor. So I love how you've created this effect, you know, using this night sky wallpaper here to make it look like you're outdoors at night time. The glowing fence is really nice. The illuminated flowers add a lot of color. I love how you've included Minnie here, and then because you can't have two, well, you technically can have more than one villager inside, but that's only if you have quests open, which I very much doubt Cami has. So what you've done is you've used this Mickey inflatable, so it looks like Mickey's inside the parade as well, which I think is really, really cool. A great creation here, you know, creating that outdoor indoor scene. I think it's very, very fun. Now we have the snap that I made for my husband. I did this in a bit of a rush. I did do this in a bit of a rush. It didn't quite turn out as perfect as I wanted it. I would have liked more villagers kind of lining the sides, but they just avoided the sides. I had them trapped. I had them trapped in this space, but they all decided to hang out kind of like in front of the camera, which was really very annoying. So it was a bit frustrating, but I did manage to get Jasmine and Aladdin waving at the same time, which I thought was really fun. Originally, I wanted them looking towards the camera, but when I was taking the photos and I saw them doing this waving pose, I was just like, this is it. This looks so fun. It looks like they're interacting with the crowd that are watching the parade. So I thought it would be, you know, really, really fun to keep this as my snap. We do have a bit of the fireworks going off, not as perfectly as I'd have liked. And I did try to create this parade float setup using the camels and a couple of the parks items from the previous, one of the previous star paths. It's the refreshment cart and the pretzel cart. I didn't want. I felt so bad. I'd seen Fora. I think it was Fora had done the pretzel cart, and I was like, that is such a genius idea. So I did kind of steal it, but I tried to mix it up so it didn't look like I was copying. But I did, yeah, I took the idea of using these as carts from someone else. I think it was Fora's that I saw, but I could be wrong. But yeah, and then we've got my character, or rather my husband's character here on the floating carpet. Obviously, this was very much a popular pose this week, so I did also want to include this kind of pose, but it is the only one I've done with this pose out of all the snaps that I made. And then we have this submission from Ev Error here, and this is so vibrant and colourful. I really like how you've used these dump trucks, I think that's what they're called. They're ones that you can make from the tapestries. Very creative to use those items. I think they're just tables behind, but you've got like the figment and the stitch on there, which I think is very fun. It looks like they're kind of almost attached to these trucks here being led through the valley, along with the fire trucks in the background. Using the fountains here, but you can't really tell that they're fountains. Again, it kind of just creates the idea of a fake float, if that makes sense. The lining of this pathway with these rugs, again, it kind of just highlights that pathway that the parade is traveling through on. I really like how you've used the banners down the side. The two Ferris wheels obviously add a lovely pop of colour, and then we've also got the castle in the background as well, which is very, very nice to see. Love how you've lined the walkways as well with the characters again. Another nice feature, you know, it really looks like they're watching this parade, and then your character here towards the front leading the parade on, which I think is very fun. Then we have a submission here from Winter Dragonfly. This is very, very pretty and aesthetic. I really like all the foliage work here with the different colours that we got, from the Isabella bundle kind of like pieces to the peacock statues to the foliage behind the castle. Great use of using the figment topiary, again kind of creating like that parade float vibe, and then your character here leading the front of the parade, which I think is very, very fun. It's a really nice and bright photo and very colourful. Next up, we have a submission here from Shiny Klefki. I think that's how you say it. But this is really fun. It is so vibrant and bright. Look at all the lights in this. I love how you're at the front of the parade, and then we've got Elsa, Merida, and Jasmine kind of following behind. I love how you've created these kind of like parade floats as well. This item, I believe, is an item you get from the Jasmine quest line. I've not done Jasmine's friendship quest yet. I do intend to, so I can get these items unlocked, but I'm assuming that's what this is from. I have seen it in the key art and stuff like that. We then also have the fountain here, but obviously with those illuminated lights, it makes it perfect for a parade float, along with the peacock in the background. Lots of fireworks, lots of confetti, lots of colour. Brilliant job. And then we have a submission from Weasley as our king here. I did read your comment about how you were very much inspired by the Prince Ali song, and I think it does show here with some of the decor choices you've made. You know, the recent house that comes with the not the premium shop, the Star Path, the tent here, Aladdin and Jasmine's house. You've obviously got Jasmine here, you've got Jafar, which is very, very fun. I love how you've got Aladdin here, and then you've got Donald and Daisy and Mickey and Minnie here, like they're helping with leading the parade, as well as yourself here, and you kind of have this genie-like appearance, which I think is very fun. Obviously, all the golden camels, all the peacocks, very nice little fun touch. And I love this giant Mickey cloud. I'm sorry, but look at that. That is so impressive. I am just blown away. Look how gigantic that is. How perfect is that? And this sparkle, I don't know what this is from, but it looks fantastic. Yeah, I really like this. I think this is a really fun interpretation of the challenge. Next up, we have a submission here from Vinny Luca. Again, very, very fun. Great use of the motorcycles, the Oswald car and things like that. It really looks like you've got a parade behind you. And even using this float from the rock show Star Path, it's like a blimp item. But again, kind of giving that parade float vibe, which is very fun. Love how we've got the villagers along the side. You know, we've got Goofy, Kristoff, Tiana and Elsa here. It does also look like we've got someone else here, but I can't work out who. But I just see a shadow of something, so I'm not sure if that's another villager. We've also used the Vitascope, which is very cool. Looks like the parade is being filmed. It's a very, very fun image. And next up, we have a couple of submissions from Amy B. We have this first one here, which again looks very fun and enjoyable. Great use of creating this sort of parade runway. So we've got the houses here, which are sort of lining the street. We've got the almost like the bayou water here on the right hand side, and then we've got this giant pathway with the parade float. You know, you got Goofy at the car, we've got Minnie here, we've got a couple of villagers participating in the parade, which is very fun. You know, the peacock floats and things like that work really well with this scene. And then we've got villagers gathered watching, you know, Flynn, Merida, Wally, We've got Ursula, we've got Ariel and Tiana and stuff like that. So it's very, very fun. And you look like you're involved in directing the parade. You know, you've got the hourglass, which is kind of almost like a leading stick so that the villagers know to follow you. And then we have your second account here, which again by the waterside, but we've got all these balloons which are very playful, vibrant and colourful, along with your character's outfit, which is also very, very vibrant and colourful, definitely giving me rainbow vibes. Love to see the little baby Sven. It's a very, very cute companion. Even if I think the pose could have been better, I do think the companion itself is very cute. And next up, we have a submission here from Curls Fantasy. This is really cool. I love how you've lined this street with all these water fountains. I think that is so fun. I think it's so good. I also love how you've decorated the street here. Like, you've got the illuminated kind of like fence, but then you've actually got like these trees which are kind of like fenced off. It's really giving me those like Lady in the Tramp kind of vibes, you know, when you see the streets in that film and stuff like that, and all the perfectly lined trees that are kind of fenced off to protect them and stuff like that. That's the vibes it's giving me, but I love it. I love it. I think it makes the area feel very elegant and posh. I love how you do. It does look like we might have some villagers. Is that a villager? We've got Donald here. We've got Wally. I see Gaston. Oh, that's Mirabelle. There's Minnie and there's Woody. I do think there's a couple of villagers. That might be Mother Gothel. And it looks like there might be someone there too, but I can't work out. But either way, fantastic work on gathering the villagers so they're watching the parade. You're leading the front of it. We have a range of cars behind you. So we've got Vanellope's car, we've got Oswald's car, and we've got the fire truck, and then we have the peacock float in the background as well. I think this is lovely. And then we have another submission here from Steph Scarf, because Steph Scarf has multiple accounts, so we'll always have a few snaps from Steph each week. I love this, the two Ferris wheels in the background, the two peacocks, very nice, kind of very symmetrical looking snap. Love how you've done this kind of almost like street light walkway lined with all these Mickey lanterns. I think that's really cool. We have Jasmine here and Aladdin on the left. So again, including those characters I think is very fun because obviously they're the newest additions to the valley. And it also ties in when your own character is kind of like on the magic carpet and dressed in that kind of Aladdin aesthetic or vibe. Like I think this is Aladdin's level 10 outfit anyway. So yeah, it just works very well together, very nicely lit, a brilliant dream snap. Then we have a submission from Farron here, and this is beautiful. The foliage in this is really, really nice. Like it feels very vibrant. I like how we've gone with kind of like a more floral parade. I think that's really fun. So we've got like the figment topiary as if that's like a float. We've got the peacock topiary. We've got the Alice in Wonderland kind of like Cheshire cat. I don't even know what you call it, like display hedge thing. But again, kind of leaning into all those florals, even with the subtle little details like the florals here at the front, the petals that line the floor. I think Minnie's outfit is perfect for this snap. Honestly, I wish I'd thought of it. I think this outfit for Minnie works perfectly with the theming. So I really love that you've included Minnie. You've also included the Fairy Bloss House, which again, I think works really, really nicely. And I think creates that very pretty aesthetic for the float and works brilliantly with all the floral decor that you've got going on, which ties in very nicely to your outfit as well. Next up, we have a submission from the Decorista here. This is really fun. I like how you've included the Cinderella carriage and you've obviously matched your character to that. In fact, I really love the theming of this snap with the different sort of like parade cars and stuff like that. So we've got like the Toontown fire engine and then we've got like Mickey, Daisy and Minnie. We've got the Nightmare Before Christmas car, and so you've got Sally and Jack. So that theming throughout, like obviously you're dressed as Cinderella, and we've got the Cinderella carriage. I really love that pairing that you've done. I think it's really, really fun. I like the street vibe that you've created as well, using the confectionery stall and the park's entryway. And I do see a Mickey Cloud here as well, which is very, very nice to see. And then we have a submission here from Carissa. This is gorgeous. I love how you've actually used the tracks, like as if that's something that the parade is going to run on. I think that's really, really fun. I love how your valley is just decorated here. You know, we've got the peacock float, we've got the figment topiary, the confetti coming in here, the park's entryways, the fencing that we've got, the park banners. Yeah, this is very pretty and aesthetic. I like the outfit choice. Very green. It's a very cohesive look, which is very, very nice to see. I think this is a beautiful little setup. And then we have another submission from Steph Scarf here. I love this with the camels. I think that's really fun. We've got Aladdin and Jasmine here. We've got the balloons. We've got fireworks going off. Yeah, this is very vibrant. Definitely giving me parade vibes. I really like how I'm not sure if the items are angled or if it's just like the position. I assume the items are angled, but I love that kind of angular look that it creates, and sort of the perspective or depth, like the kind of the way it narrows in towards the back, towards the castle, and then opens up at the front, if that makes sense. Like this kind of almost like triangular viewpoint and shape it gives, I think is really, really fun. And I love how your character looks. Definitely works for the theming of the challenge. And then we have a submission from Jay here. I think this is really fun. I love how you're leading the parade here with the time bending tool and the hat. The top hat I think works really well. I love how you've kind of aligned the villagers with their different cars or travel options. So we've got Stitch here towards the front, and we've got Stitch's spaceship. We've got Oswald, and we've got the Oswald car. We've got Vanellope and Vanellope's car. We have a fairy godmother and the pumpkin carriage. And then in the background as well, we have Elsa and Anna, and we've got Kristoff's sleigh. But I love how it's being pulled by these polar bears. That is so cute. That's so fun and creative as well. Like, what a brilliant way of lining that. Like, I think I've done it before where I've done Kristoff's sleigh and I've used the, like, Yule goats to stand in as, like, what do you call it? Like, reindeer. But this is another fun and creative way of doing it. We then also have the villagers down the pathway here. You know, Kristoff, Aladdin, Belle, Jasmine. We've got Goofy and Ursula here. I couldn't work out if that was Wally or not. I can't tell. I think it is. And if I zoom in a bit, yeah, I think it's him raising his little hat. I'm pretty sure. But I think this is such a fun image. Very playful. Love how you've done a bit of sparkle at the bottom and the flowers down the edges as well. Very pretty looking. Love the fireworks and the Ferris wheels in the background as well. Beautiful image. And then we have a submission here from Reese Rose. I love this lining of the pathway with this fencing. Very vibrant and colourful. Great choice of balloons as well. Again, adding that vibrancy and colour. I like how you've included the Dumbo ride here. I think that's really, really fun. I can see this parade walkway here. We've got Vanellope's car. It does look like we've got some other vehicles here. I think we've got the incredible motorcycle. We've also got Ember's car from, what's it called again? Elemental. Love how we've got villagers watching the parade. You know, we've got Rapunzel, Mulan, Jasmine. We've got Tiana and Aladdin here. Very vibrant and colourful. A really fun submission. And then we have a submission here from Film Brat. Again, this kind of main street walkway. Love how you framed it with these arches. Again, something I wish I'd thought of. I don't know why it never occurred to me to use these items, but they work so well. And then we also have the villagers down the side. You know, we've got Mickey and Minnie here, we've got Goofy here, we have the row of cars behind you, you know, using Stitch's spaceship. We've also got the fire truck as well. We also have the kind of like monstrous characters coming down as part of the parade as well, which is very fun. Even Merlin there included, which I think is just quite enjoyable. You know, it looks like he's walking alongside, so it has that movement feel. A brilliant submission. And then we have a submission from Blush Danielle here. I really love this Aladdin themed parade that's going on. Making your character look like Genie was a brilliant idea. I think it works really well. Love how you've got Aladdin and Jasmine here. We also have the camels, which is a nice touch. We've got all the villagers here watching the parade, which is very fun. We have confetti, we've got balloons, we've got shine and sparkle going on. It even looks like we've got another parade car or float coming from the background as well, which is really nice to see. I think this all works together to create a wonderful parade snap and a great use of some of the new items that we've got this update. And then we have a submission from Dan here. I love this. All the little vehicles that we've got going on here. We've got Oswald's car. We've got the Toontown fire truck. We've got the Nightmare Before Christmas car as well. So it's like they're all kind of running through these balloons, going along the parade route. We even have Oswald's trolley here, which is very fun. We've got Mickey in this outfit, which I think the magician outfit that he's wearing at the moment here works really well for like a parade style. Like it's very dressed up and shiny kind of thing. We've even got the carpet companion. We've got your character here dressed up as well for the parade. I think the Bing Bong display here works well as well because you've got that cart, so again creating that kind of parade float vibe. So a really fun and enjoyable submission. And then for our final snap this for this half of the video, we have my own submission here. So again, I also tried to create kind of like a street walkway. So we have like buildings in the background and down the side here. Then we have my character here posing, and then we've got the floats going off behind. So we've got the cart, we've got the cart, and the cart, and another cart in the background there. We've also got the peacock statues, which I thought would make for a fun and vibrant float, which is why I have it kind of turned on its side. And then we've got the villagers here to watch the parade. You know, we've got Rapunzel, we've got Belle, Tiana, Aladdin, we've got Goofy, Donald, we've got Wally. I had a bit of a hard time because a lot of these characters got frozen because of, what do you call it, Hades and stuff. But they got frozen where I didn't want them to be kind of frozen. And then, yeah, it was just a hassle, and I wasn't in the mood for dealing with all the characters, to be honest. So I decided to kind of just leave it at that. And then I partially chose this outfit simply because Oscar was trying to style this top on stream, and he was styling it horrendously. So I wanted to prove that it could be done in a cute way. And I think I achieved that. So this outfit choice is just meant to be a personal dig at Oscar, because but yeah, that's my submission for this week. So there you go, that is the first half of the submissions from Discord for the Villagers on Parade Dreamsnap. They were so fun to see. I really wish I could see more snaps like this when voting, because I've just been having random selfies in the valley with nothing behind them
Hello?
and stuff
Could you
like that.
help me for a moment?
Thank you, Jasmine, for interrupting. But yeah, it's not been the best. I have found a few lovely little gems, but not everything's been good. So it really makes me happy to see the ones in Discord because I just think it, looks and works so good. Like they're perfectly on theme and yeah, such a joy to see. So thank you to everyone who has shared. Make sure to stay for part 2 because there's even more amazing dream snaps to come. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, of course, if you want to stay tuned to more Disney Dreamlight Valley content. And I do just want to say a big thank you to anyone who does like and comment on my videos. Your support means a lot to me. To my subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. To any of my members, your support means the absolute world to me. I really appreciate that you choose to support me in that way. And of course, to our incredible super top Spread Lake, thank you very much for your support as well. But have a wonderful day, everyone, and I will see you all in the next one.
Not like the
Bye,
Beast's castle.
guys. Oh my gosh, Belle, please shut up.